In 1971, a man boarded a plane with a briefcase, demanded $200,000, then jumped out of the aircraft with a parachute and disappeared forever. The man, who became known as D.B. Cooper, didn't look like a criminal. Witnesses described him as calm, polite, and well-dressed, wearing a dark suit, white shirt, and a black tie. He appeared to be in his mid-40s, quietly blending in with the other passengers. The plane, Northwest Orient Flight 305, took off normally that afternoon with 36 passengers on board. No one had any idea that they were about to become part of one of the most famous crimes in American history. Shortly after takeoff, Cooper handed the flight attendant a note. When she read it, she realized the situation was deadly serious. Cooper quietly explained that he had a bomb in his briefcase and demanded that the plane land in Seattle with $200,000 in cash waiting for him. Despite the terrifying threat, Cooper remained strangely calm. He even allowed the passengers to continue their flight as normal, never raising his voice or showing panic. When the plane finally landed in Seattle, authorities quickly delivered the money and parachutes he demanded. Cooper allowed all the passengers to leave the aircraft safely, keeping only a few crew members on board. Then the plane took off again, this time heading south toward Mexico. The impossible escape. As the plane flew through the dark night sky, Cooper calmly prepared for the next step of his plan. He tied the ransom money to his body and put on one of the parachutes. Somewhere over the forests of the Pacific Northwest, Cooper walked to the rear of the aircraft and opened the back stairway of the plane while it was still flying. Then, in the middle of a cold November night, he jumped into the darkness below. No one saw him land. No one ever confirmed what happened after that moment. The FBI investigation. The FBI launched one of the largest manhunts in its history. Agents searched the forests, rivers, and mountains where Cooper might have landed. Hundreds of suspects were investigated over the years, but the mysterious hijacker seemed to vanish completely. Nearly a decade later, a young boy discovered a small portion of the ransom money buried in sand along the Columbia River. It was the only physical clue ever found. Despite decades of investigation, the identity of D.B. Cooper has never been officially confirmed. Did Cooper survive the dangerous jump into the wilderness? Did he escape with the money and start a new life somewhere far away? Or did the mysterious hijacker disappear forever into the dark forests of the Pacific Northwest? More than 50 years later, the legend of D.B. Cooper remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries the FBI has ever faced.